party people. That's right. I love that intro. I
Love
love
it.
it so
That was
much
great.
because you say,
That was great. I love that.
yeah, I actually put that together myself. I'm not that talented with that kind of stuff, but
Nice.
with a little inspiration from Q, I sat down and put it together, and I just had an idea, and he just said, "Hey, try this and try that," and I got it all together. So I love that intro and everything. So it took me about 2 hours to do, to be honest with you, but I love it. So hey, we are here with Teresa Browne. Is it Paris or Paris?
Paris, as in the city Paris.
All right, Paris. She is one of the best notaries you can be connected to in this business. She is so solid. She knows her stuff. She does a lot to help notaries out. So, like y'all see me more publicly helping notaries, I say she does it a little more quietly behind the scenes, but she's doing just as much to help notaries out as I am and many others are. So, if you're in the Philadelphia area, the Pennsylvania area, or anywhere, to be honest with you, she is the one you want to connect with to get the nitty gritty. So if I come across too brash for some of y'all, like y'all say sometimes, she is the one that you need to connect with if you want a little more love and care and tenderness. However, she's not a pushover.
No.
She's not a pushover, and she knows her stuff, and she's going to challenge you in every way, shape, or form to be the best notary you can be. Period. So she asked me to have her come on and share with y'all her upcoming notary conference that is on November the
Ninth.
9th, November 9th of this year. I started to say 8th, but I like, no, I think it's the 9th. Old age kicked in for a moment. I forgot.
You're allowed. You're allowed.
Thank you. So she has a notary conference and she is doing everything she can to help notaries out. She has some wonderful speakers. So I'm going to allow her to share with y'all everything she needs to share with y'all about the conference. So you might see me just slide off the screen a little bit and she'll have the full screen. So don't think I've gone anywhere. But I want her to have this opportunity to share with y'all so y'all can come up there and support her and learn some great things about being a notary. So, Teresa, take it away, introduce yourself, and do your thing, young lady.
Well, thank you, Stephen. Thanks for having me, for inviting me to your program, to your platform. I appreciate it. I am Teresa Browne-Parris. I am the founder and executive director of Notary Today, which is a global platform for notaries based here in Pennsylvania. I've been a notary now for, oh my gosh, I became a notary in 2014 when it wasn't so sexy to be a notary or to be a mobile notary. So in 2014, I became a notary public here in Pennsylvania, and I did notarizations. I focused more on general notary work, whereby I would go out and meet clients, do the notarizations, got paid, and went back home, got to another client, and got paid. Right now, as of today, I have a book of clients that I work with, as opposed to loan signing agents or stuff like that. I didn't do any of that stuff. I didn't focus on that. I focus on my community, building relationships, and just working it as it works. Then came along in 2019, I learned that there's a such a thing as a Notary Public Day. And me being who I am, I love to do events. I love being out in the community, building and meeting people, and building authentic relationships. I heard about Notary Public Day, and I looked around Pennsylvania and I see, what's going on? What can we do, and how can we celebrate it here in Pennsylvania? And there was nothing. There was no celebration, no acknowledgement of the day. So I said, if it is to be, then it's up to me. So we started planning for it, and we're going to host our first Pennsylvania conference for notaries in November of 2020. But then we all know what happened in 2020. The world stopped, and we had to cancel that event for 2020. And we came back in 2022 with a small scale version of the Pennsylvania Conference for Notaries. It was held at the Plymouth Meeting Doubletree Hotel, and it was a great success. People just wanted to come out and engage and see what the day was about. We had notaries from across the state of Pennsylvania. We had notary trainers came in from Virginia. My friend Ebony Locke came in from Florida. Lisa Sweeting and other notaries from the area were also on board to support. Then we had our keynote speaker then was Martha Platt. She is the legal counsel for the Pennsylvania Secretary of State. And then last year, 2023, we had the second conference. And then our third annual conference is now coming up this month. Not this month, but next month, November 9th. And it's going to be on a Saturday here in Philadelphia area. We have partnered with Temple University, so it's going to be held at Temple University. And we're planning to have a huge successful event with notaries like you and other trainers who will be coming on board to support us and support what we do as notaries. So we have a slate of speakers in the field. We have with us the Recorder of Deeds out of Philadelphia, Mr. James Leonard. We're going to have the uh, Pennsylvania. Okay, we're going to have with us the Pennsylvania Association of Notaries president, Mr. Mark Aronson. He's going to be joining us as a speaker. We're going to have Julio Pena. He's the director of notary services here at the Secretary of State. We're going to have LaRonda Pritchett. She was a speaker with us here at the first conference. She's going to be speaking to, she's a title company and she does a lot of closings here, both in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Virginia. I think she told me she was adding Virginia and Maryland. So if you're in if you're in those states, you might want to think about joining us here at the conference. You'll meet LaRonda. She might be able to get you connected with jobs in that particular area. So those are some of the things that we have going on, Stephen. If you bring it up to Notary Today we do many offerings for Notary Today. If you click on, um, let's go to training. We also have, if you click on the training hub, Stephen, we have there a community hub. Well, what's the community hub? The community hub is where we have lots of training and education for our notaries. We have our training is also in person or virtual. And as you go down, you see that we have the training workshops. Stop right there. Our training workshop, if you see that, that's a coffee. We have a morning coffee every Wednesday morning where notaries can join us. Sometimes we sometimes have speakers. Guest speakers will stop by to chime in. Or whatever event questions you might be able to post also if you have questions. You may have a challenge you don't know how to resolve, you bring it to us, and we will share from there. But going back to the conference, let's scroll up to the conference. You click on conference, you click on that conference, and it will take you over to the website for the conferences. If you click on the picture, if you click on
Oh, here?
no, go back to the home page of the
Yes,
website.
ma'am.
Click on the picture. Click on the picture itself. Click on it. Double click on it. No. Now, if you go back, you should be able to click on the picture of the home page, and it will take you. Oh,
I'm
you
on.
have the conference page. Okay.
Yeah, I'm already there. Oh, okay, I got
Okay,
you.
gotcha. I'm a little bit slow today, Stephen. Okay.
You're good, ma'am.
All right. So this is the page, the page, the website for the conference. And as you scroll down, you will see who some of our speakers are.
And you have Chad, and then Richard, Mark, Julio, and LaRonda.
Chad is a dynamite guy. Chad is he's a Google partner, so he does a lot of marketing and promoting for Google. He's also has a very insightful story of some overcoming that he had to do as a business owner and a small business owner too. These are some of the things that he'll speak to as we in the notary field. Since COVID, we've had to pivot to different things to get by. So he's going to be talking to us about that and how we overcome those things and move on to the next chapter and how you can have a successful business even in the face of you having to pivot from one thing to another. If you go down to click on speakers up on the menu bar, and there we'll see who some of our speakers are. That's our speakers lounge. That's Chad and his stories there. Scroll down to Noah Malia. Noah is our partner notary here in Montgomery County. He's the one that authenticates the notaries here from Montgomery County. You scroll down, we have Mark Aronson. He's the president of the Pennsylvania Association of Notaries. He's going to be there. We go down to Richard Gensler. He's with SCORE. He's one of the SCORE mentors. And we continue going down. Andrea Jack, she is our certified public accountant. She has been with us year after year after year. This is her third year with us. And not only does she do the conference, but you're able to have a one-on-one session with her. And now that it's this time, we should be getting ready to get our books in order for the end of the year. This is the most appropriate person that you can speak to, especially when it comes to fencing. Go ahead, keep scrolling, Stephen. And Amy Sykes will be joining us virtually to talk about her platform and what she does for Ron and how you can get involved with Ron. Even if you're not a remote online notary yourself, she has options whereby you can provide that service and still maintaining a relationship with your clients. And there's Julio Pena. He's the Director of Notary Services at the Pennsylvania Secretary of State. Great guy. And this is Lawanda I told you about. She's a title producer here in New Jersey. She has New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and last I spoke with her, she also had Maryland and Virginia under her belt. And there is Mickle Bob. Some of you might know her. She is out of Maryland. She's going to be speaking to us. One of the things that we as notaries may not have encountered it personally, but in the news today, there's a lot of stories when it comes to deed fraud or notaries commission being used without the notary being known, without the notary knowing about that. She will come and be a part of the panel discussion where we talk about how to safeguard our notary commission and to avoid deed fraud and how we can help in that process. Continue. And Yvette Brown is a notary, a very successful notary here. She's commissioned in Pennsylvania and Delaware, and she'll be speaking to what we can do as notaries, building relationship with other notaries, and really working and focusing on authentic relationship with fellow notaries, so that if you have a job that you can keep, or another person has a job that you can keep, because you have those built-in relationships, you're able to trade the jobs between your local community. So she and a couple of others will be speaking about that and building those authentic relationships and collaborating with other notaries. And here's another notary of ours also. Tyler is in the Pittsburgh area of Pennsylvania. He's going to be joining us and talking about financial services and getting yourself set up as a small business owner, how to secure and maintain your financial independence and security. So as you can see, we have a range of speakers coming to you to speak about your business, but also building up yourself as an independent person and your business also. Stephen?
Wow. Okay, that is awesome. Whoo. See, you about to make me sneak up there and do a drive-by and pop up on y'all.
Well, why not come, Stephen? Stephen, you can join us.
I got to talk to the wife because she got family up there, and I got to coordinate our schedules and stuff and see what can happen.
You told me that a while ago. Yes,
yeah. So I gotta coordinate some stuff because things have been so busy, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna work on something. Okay, I promise. I'm gonna work on something. So, look, I don't need. You answered it all. I mean, this is very well put together, organized, coordinated, whatever you want to call it. This is already a success, and it ain't happened yet to this year. I consider this a success.
And you know what else I forgot to say, Stephen?
Mm-hmm.
Is that if a notary is not able to join us in person, they can join us virtually and attend all of the breakout sessions that we're going to have virtually. In the past, we're only able to do the virtual session for the general session, but now they can do each of the classes that they want to virtually, because we are now in relationship with Temple University. All of the classrooms are smart classrooms, so they can zoom in and zoom out.
Excellent. So, and look, she got a discount code. So when you go to the site, let's pull that up, and you go there, the Eventbrite, and it's all the links are in the description. You click on get tickets, and when that comes up, you type in that Labor Day 50 code in there, and boom, y'all gonna be rocking and rolling. So I'm looking for y'all to sign up and be there because this is very well put together. Okay. And I'm saying this because look, me and Teresa, she told me about it. There was no prep. I didn't see anything until she sent me the links about 10 minutes before we got on. And I'm hearing all of this at the first time with all of y'all. So I'm sitting here like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is nice. I said this is what we typically call in the black church excellence. Okay. It's being done in excellence. Okay, let's just be real. I mean, this is on point here. I'm serious. You got my wheels. Woo, girl.
Consider it Stephen will be in the house.
I'm serious. I'm serious because I like this. I like the variety of speakers. I like this. I like this. So so for a new notary just getting into the business, and we're gonna take new notary as somebody no more than 2 years in the business. What what should they look for coming to your conference? What is it that they should look to come get? Because what I've learned, and I talk to a lot of people that they have the wrong expectation when they come to these conferences. And they're looking for the conference sometimes to show them how to quote unquote make the money, but they don't actually get the foundation. That's why y'all see under my name here the tagline, learn your state laws.
Mhm.
So from a new notary, what should they expect to get that can help them get the gain and maintain the right focus for this notary business?
Okay, so for a new notary coming for the conference, one of the sessions that we have is Notary Basics 101 that can take you and help you. We get well, what's an acknowledgement and how do I sign it? Where do I sign it? If we have a customer that needs to get and may have a different form of acknowledgement, then we can show you what is it that you need to do. If you don't have the answer there, we
Hmm.
also at Notary Today have a community that you can be a part of. You can call us while you're at the kitchen table, and we can assist you with that, going through that particular thing. So these are relationships that you can build when you go to any conference. It's getting people that are in your local area that you can
Hmm.
network with, who knows your market and can be able to answer your questions for you within your state laws.
Oh wow. See, and I know you've watched my channel, and one of my favorite videos that I put up there was where do I sign? Where do they sign? It's a video that goes through and show you here's where they sign and
Right.
here's where you sign as a notary. Then I did the video about, understanding acknowledgments just so you can get a clearer understanding. And that is the number one thing that I found, Teresa, is the problem that notaries have is that they don't quite understand what to do. But here's the thing, and I think you understand this also. I know you do. They have the ability to understand it, but sometimes they're so inundated with all this other information that they are afraid to go with their instinct and their critical thinking to figure things out because I know they can do it. And when I talk to them and I just lead them a little bit, they're like, wait a minute, it's within 3 minutes they can figure it out, and then they often run into the races. They're making money, they're creating relationships and all of that. Because when you understand how to do your role, your job, not the
Yes.
job somebody else told you to do, not the job of the title of the escrow people, but your job as a notary that you swore an oath to, when you know how to do that, you can stand confidently in front of anybody and let them know I got you. Because that's what the title company, that's what the signing company, that's what the lenders want to know, that when we call on you, can you do what we're asking you to do, which is properly notarize the signatures on that document? Can you do that? And if you can speak confidently that you know how to, you ain't got to sell them on how much E&O insurance you have. You ain't even got to sell them on how many years you've been doing it. You ain't got to sell them on what training course. You just got to let them know that I got you covered.
Yes, one of the things that I am a proponent about is that
Mm-hmm.
notaries know exactly what they're doing. When someone is hiring you as a notary, they're looking for you to come in and be able to notarize a document. That's it. You don't have to explain the document to them. You don't have to do any of that stuff. They just want to be shown where they're going to sign, and you sign and you stamp it within your particular state laws and policies. Make sure that you're following that. And that's what I'm a strong proponent about, that they focus on being a notary.
Correct.
First and foremost, that's what you are, a notary public.
That is excellent, because personally, once I accepted and adopted that mentality into my life and into my business, things grew from there. Things actually grew, because then I was able to do my job. And the story that I always tell, I got fired one time from a job as I was a file clerk, and the owner of the law firm came and was looking for a piece of paper for a case. It wasn't where it's supposed to have been.
Mm.
And the reason why it wasn't, because I allowed the people in the office, the paralegals and the paralegal assistants, to have me running all over the place doing their work and supporting them and helping them.
Not doing yours.
And when they told me they let me go, they said, "You're not doing what we hired you to do."
Yes.
I said, "But I'm doing this for them and I'm doing that for them." And they said, "But you're not doing what we hired you to do. That's why we got to let you go." And I was like, "Oh my goodness." And reality and everything just hit. And I was like, I messed up. I allowed myself to help all of these people out. And I messed around and couldn't do my job. And I was good at it. But all it took was that one time that the boss came down and said, "That piece of paper is supposed to be here. And we gave it to you 3-4 days ago. Why isn't it?" So that's the attitude that I have with everything now. What is it that I'm hired to do? What is it that I'm required to do? Before I expand out into other aspects of any business venture, let me get solid in what I'm supposed to do. Because what I've learned, Teresa, and see, coming to a conference such as yours, you got some big hitters here. Those individuals, they know. They might not be notaries, but they know what we're supposed to do at a core level. And when you come in there talking to them about all this other stuff, they're like, When you can't talk to them and say, "Well, here's how I go about making sure we have the proper credible witnesses. Oh, here's what I know how to do about proper ID." When you can't share with them how you would handle stuff, because they might ask you, "So what would you do if you got there and the wife wasn't there, but her cousin was there? Would you let her sign on her behalf?" You see what I'm saying? You have to know those things, and you have to be able to communicate to them what you would do. And even if you say, "Well, I don't know chapter and verse of the law, but here's where I know to go to find the answer."
Absolutely.
That's what they want to know.
Yes.
But see, when you're worried about trying to make money, all you're concerned about is, okay, it depends on how much you're gonna pay me. And I go down the rabbit hole on that. But
That's
the
fine.
thing is,
That's fine.
they're not concerned about what they're going to pay you, because what I've learned, people who are in the process or in the business of making money through this real estate industry,
Hmm.
they're willing to pay people for the correct level of effort and the correct skill set that they have. So if you show them that I have the skill set, so you and 15 other notaries can show that guy there, you got the skill sets, but now can you be there for them when they need you to be? And
Right.
when you can have the skill set, can do the work right, can go back and fix what you messed up, and be you gonna be there all day, every day. And then guess what? There's enough business for all of us.
Everyone. Not to
Everyone.
not to lose sight also is that there is also going to be fun also at the conference.
Mm-hmm.
What's a conference if you're not able to have fun and network with other notaries?
And that is beautiful. And that's the thing, we can learn from each other, how we can help each other, how we can support each other.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. And not sitting there trying to stop each other from doing business. If somebody's at the point of, I will take a $60 order, let them. Let them do their thing. Okay? Let them make their money, because you don't know what they're going through.
Absolutely.
They're here at the conference, not to be told by you or anybody else, "Oh, don't make that money. That's beneath you." That ain't what they're there for. They there to start making money because guess what? We start here, and the next thing you know, we go here, and it's exponential. It's just like we use the story about doubling a penny every, taking a penny and doubling every day. All it takes is for you to do that one order. Your confidence goes up by 3. Then another
It
order, it
does.
goes up by 12. Then 24. And the next thing you know, you out here doing what you got to do. But you got to start somewhere, and we don't need people telling us
Don't
what
do
I'm
that.
doing and where I'm trying to start from and what I've accepted to get going is beneath me because we don't know where those people are going coming from and what they got going on. And I know many a times that $60 order that I did,
Hmm.
it was the difference for me a lot of times. A lot of
And we
times.
close the gap.
Mm-hmm.
It closes the gap, gets it, makes the gaps get smaller and smaller. That's what we should focus on, closing that
Correct.
gap.
So I mean, this is awesome. I mean, I am very, very proud of what you have put together and the growth and the organization of it, and then the partners that you have with this. I mean, I'm just sitting here. Let me so people can see. I'm looking at all of these partners that you have. This is just beautiful. This is what it's about.
Yes.
And y'all get the opportunity to attend and to meet these individuals. And here's what I can say. I know it's mid-October, but as many orders as you can get under your belt, y'all need to do over the next couple of weeks. So when you get there and they say, "So how you been active in the business?" Yeah, I've been busy. Even if you just done one or two, it's good to be able to say you've done something.
Absolutely. Yes.
It's good to say you've done something rather than, well, I'm just waiting for the hire. No, I'm out there working. That's what they want to hear, that you're out here available and working. And when you can share that with somebody who has the ability to bless you with multiple orders month after month after month, I'm telling you, that's what it's all about. So, I mean, I'm elated. I'm serious. And I'm so thankful and honored that that you asked me to do this interview with you. That's the only thing I think of to call it, and to give you an opportunity to share with the community what you're doing. I mean, this is just beautiful. I
Well,
mean, I'm so. What else you want to share with them? And I guess now the question would be for experienced notaries who've been in it a while. I've been in it for 6 years. What could they expect or should look for that they can get out of being here with y'all?
for the experienced notaries, things are changing in today's economy when it comes to
Hmm.
remote online notarization. What are you doing as an experienced notary? What different avenues have you looked at to increase your business? Does your neighbor know that you're a notary? The signing companies in Massachusetts, they
Hmm.
know that you are a notary, but does your next door neighbor knows that you're a notary?
Correct. That is right. So now it's about having some experience and then getting the word out so people will know who you are and they
Marketing
will
your
call on you.
skills. Marketing
Hmm.
your skills. That's what we need to do when it comes to letting people know who you are and what you do. Marketing your skills. Networking. Do you network? Networking with notaries is great.
Yes.
Networking with other businesses that need notary services is
Hmm.
even greater because it gets you to build your business. Networking with notaries allows you to be able to get coverage for your notary signings when you're not available or another notary is not available. So it's a win-win for experienced notaries and inexperienced notaries.
That is beautiful. And that's one of the things that I do here in the Virginia area. I try to build relationships with other notaries to assist them, like, okay, if I get an order, let me pass it on to you. If I can't do it, things of that nature. And if you, and see, all the notaries got to do is when you know your job and you can confidently say, this notary knows their job. And then you, as the notary who's been referred, don't go in there with no mess. Just go in there to get the job done. Don't worry about sliding your card in and backdoor calling people. Just get in there, get the job done, because that's going to open doors up. Because I've had so many signing companies who have referred me to someone else
Hmm.
that they are in business with. They're like, "Hey, Griff can take care of you. If you need that done, Griff will take care of you. Or contact Griffin. He can't, he knows somebody that will. And then the person who I know that will, I know that they're not going to get in there with some mess and start doing things and start overcharging people and holding documents hostage and all that kind of stuff. So there's people that I know I can trust
Right.
that would go in there for with the mindset of being a notary rather than, well, let me see how I can sell my other business stuff. This ain't the time to be trying to sell all your other businesses, your
Exactly.
diet software drinks and all that kind of stuff. That ain't the time. We got to get focused, people. And this is why I like this conference, because this is about you getting focused on doing notary business. Because at the end of the day, somebody got to press that stamp. Might as well be you and get paid for it.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
Well,
To
I
help
don't
the
know.
notaries hone their skills.
Yeah. So this, oh man, this is, ooh, I am so excited for y'all. I am really excited. She had the notary education with the NotaryToday.pro website. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Let me put that up here for y'all so y'all can see. This here is just awesome. So y'all go there, Notary to Pro today. All the links will be in the description, and there's all kinds of stuff here for y'all to do as a, especially as a Pennsylvania notary.
Hmm.
But one of the things that you shared that I like, and what you said is so true, and you're probably one of the few people that I've heard say it, is that you need to find a connection in your home state. There are a lot of trainers out here who are training cross state lines,
Hmm.
but they don't necessarily know your state law. And they're not trying to learn your state law. They're
No.
just telling you things that they've done that has worked out for them. It's almost like somebody you're dating, and it's like, okay, well, you're married now. Well, I'm just telling you when I was back in the day, when I dated, this is how I did it, man. But when I went out there, man, I just it don't work. It may not work that way. Maybe you need to work with somebody. That's why when you get married, they do have marriage counseling. That's why when you get about to get married, they say don't go to the singles ministry meetings anymore. You need to start working. You need to start working on getting the mindset for marriage.
Absolutely. And
So
now,
when you,
another thing that we're going to have at the conference, then we can't lose sight of that, is that there are, what I find from my experience is that there are notaries who
hmm
who they know that they want to become a notary and have a business, but they don't have the support or the know-how to have a business per se. So
right,
that's one of the things that we're going to have at the conference to helping them get structured and set up for their business. Because
excellent,
being a notary and having a business are two different things,
correct.
and we have to be able to marry them both for you to be successful at what you do as a notary.
hmm that is awesome. And that's why I did the video a couple of days ago about people who were 9 to 5. They became a six-figure whatever business they was doing.
Hmm.
Then they fell back to being a 9 to 5. And when I listened to several people out there talking about it, it all centered around they didn't know what to do when things changed. They didn't know how to properly structure their business. They overextended themselves. They thought they could just keep adding, adding, adding. They thought they could just touch and do everything, but they didn't get solid in any one thing. And that one thing that got them going into the entrepreneur realm, they sort of moved away from it, and they didn't understand when to scale and when not to scale. They didn't look at the signs of things changing and realizing, okay, while everybody's running over there, maybe I need to stay here because now that there's nobody here, there's more opportunity for me. And that's what I did. So while
Right.
everybody ran away from doing loan closings, I stayed with them. And now I'm doing basically 95 to 100 a month. And everybody like, oh, whoa, 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 I thought, wait a minute, Griff, oh, you must be direct. Nah, this is with signing companies, 99% signing companies. There are companies out there. I realize that there are companies out there, signing companies out there, who are working their butts off to get work,
Hmm.
and they need notaries to do the work. So I said, well, let me put myself in a position to do the work. They're doing the hard part of getting the work. All I got to do is show up, stamp, and keep it going. So if I
Absolutely.
can do that 50, 60, 80, 100 times a month, I should be good. While everybody else is running where the crowd is, and it's like it's nothing wrong with that. But just know that if you ain't the first through the door, you might be sitting outside for a while. So that's, I mean, heck, when you went to concerts, you used to go there 4 days ahead of time
Yes.
because
Oh
you
my
knew,
gosh.
yeah, because we all knew that if we wanted to go to the Budweiser Superfest concert, you had to get there 2, 3 days ahead of time, and you. But now with Notaries, like, well, I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna see. Oh, okay, y'all are making money. Now I'm gonna try to get into it. Sometimes you got to be able, as a business owner, you're going to see things that other people don't see, and you just got to go do it. And you're looking, and you're the only one doing it. Nobody else is doing it, and that's okay because it's not about you and everybody else doing it. It's just about you doing it for your business because you're
Absolutely.
in business for yourself. You're not in business for me. It's not about we. We can learn to get better together, but you, as the individual business owner, have to execute your business. And what I'm seeing too much is that notaries are trying to do this collaboration of executing the business. Like, well, as you execute the business and successful, then I'm going to do it too. No, 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 no. If you want to do estate planning, you go that way. My heart's not there. My heart is over here. If your heart is doing working with people in the nursing homes, I support that. You go do that because that's where your heart is at. That's where your focus is. Do that. I'm gonna do mine over here because I'm gonna respect what you do, respect what I do, and guess what? Everybody's happy. But when we don't, and we're all trying to be the same, or we're trying to mimic people unjustifiably,
Mhm.
that could be a problem. And I say it that way, unjustifiably, because there's a time to mimic people and to follow their example, but then there's a time that, okay, I see what you're doing, but you know what? What you're doing doesn't fit where I'm at.
Right.
And a true business owner will see that and they will recognize that and say, you know what? This is what I need to do for me and be confident in it. Because I know I'm running on a little tangent, but we do that in all other business relationships. You do that with your children, the way you raise your kids.
Uh-huh.
You do that with your parents. You do that with all. Girl, I wouldn't move my parents in the house with me. That's fine, but I know I need to do this for me and my parents. They need to be here with me, or they need to be over here in a nursing home because I don't have the ability to take care of. In other words, you found out what it is you can do,
Hmm.
and you're doing it, and you and everybody is happy and content with the decision that you make, and it's working. That's
Right.
that's what it's all about when it comes to being a business owner.
And bringing it, tying that back in with notary, in the notary field, you want to find your niche, and you're honing on that, and just keep
Hmm.
doing
Yeah.
it, and do it, and do it, and keep doing it. It only makes you get better at it. And when you're that good at it, then you can demand more. But you can't demand more and not even good at it.
And that's what I've learned. And exactly what you said. I said, let me get good at this thing and then expand and then other opportunities. Because one of the things I've learned is that people who understand business recognize people who are conducting business properly. And when they see you conducting business properly, they're more willing to come alongside and offer you opportunities that you didn't even know existed.
Hmm.
They're more willing to help you to get into doors that you didn't even know could even be open.
Absolutely.
But they're looking at how you run your business and how you are as a business person. And when they see you conducting business and being there for people, when they see you're not overcharging people, when they see that you're willing to go out early in the morning or late at night or hang in there, even though the order got canceled and it got pushed back 2 hours, but you're willing to sit in there and you're willing to rearrange your schedule so you can do that. That's what they're like, okay, this is the kind of person we need because those kind of things I just named, it's not like it's every single day. But when the time to act and to operate that way, you got to be willing to. It's I think one of the most hurtful thing for people who have the opportunity to bless us with business opportunities is that they're working with us and everything is good, and then they ask us to do one little thing, and then we go off. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, you gotta pay me $400 more. You gotta do this. Ah, well, all I wanted you to do was just stay an extra 20 minutes. All I needed you to do was just go back and reprint the CD. Oh, I gotta reprint. Well, how much you gonna pay? You see what I'm saying? And then you just tore up everything that you supposedly had built
In that just one instant.
in that one instant. And that's what I've learned. And then you know what I do? I sit back and I let you do that. And then I slide on in and I say, "What you need, sir? What you need, man?"
You just get it done.
I get it done. Well, I even had somebody ask me recently, "Well, how much to scan?" I said, "I don't charge for scans." "You don't?" "Nah." "You okay? We gonna make you one of our preferred notaries." All because I said I don't scan. I don't charge for scans.
Yeah. You
Why
have to
everybody else is charging for scans? I'm like, "No, I'm like, no problem." I said, matter of fact, I said, I said, "No, I'll do that for you." I said, "For free." That's
we
what it's
have to
all
know
about.
our business and what our business can accommodate. And once you know that, you're good.
Man, this is awesome. I thank you for allowing me to sit here and have this conversation with you. So, in closing, is there anything else you want to share with the party people concerning the conference? Anything that you got coming up?
Yes.
That's
Oh my gosh. Oh, how can we forget this? Notary Today is known for having brunches every month, and
mm-hmm.
we are growing. We are brunching in Maryland. We are brunching in Delaware. We are brunching in New Jersey. We're brunching in Colorado. We're brunching in Pennsylvania. We have brunch in Pittsburgh. We have brunch in Montgomery County, Philadelphia area. We have a brunch coming up this Saturday, and our guest speaker is going to be Tony Benson. Tony
Okay.
Benson owns the Notary Calendar. And Griffin, guess how many people we have registered for that brunch? I'm probably going to get in trouble with the Marriott Hotel.
About 200.
126 people
Ooh,
have registered for a brunch.
that is awesome.
Now, if they all show up, that'll be the kicker. I'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we have brunches. If you want to have a brunch or host a brunch in your area and there isn't one, reach out to us. We'll help you get a brunch started. It doesn't cost anything to host a brunch. Just finding a location that would allow you to have 6 to 8 people set up without having to put a credit card to reserve a table. You put an ad out and have people register to come out and meet with you for brunch. The brunches don't have to
Okay.
be structured. You're
Right.
just building organic relationships. Get to know the notary who's down the street, who's in your town, and you share what challenges, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. It's all about sharing and collaborating with other notaries to make your notary successful. And we thrive on having brunches. You want to have a brunch?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to look into that. I really, really, really
Yes.
am. I'm gonna have to look into that. Wow, that is man, that is beautiful. So, party people, all the information is in the description of this video, and y'all hit Teresa up.
Yes.
Y'all gonna have a great time with her.
Join us. I promise you'll have a great time. And if nothing else, you'll have fun and start building relationships, organic relationships to other notaries. Or
All
notaries
right,
that who are your neighbors already.
excellent. Well, party people, y'all have a good one. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a good one. Peace.